It's a lonely island and Seth Meyers podcast. Have you heard it?
Hey guys, para este episodio de este podcast, hablamos en español para todo el tiempo porque España gana el World Cup, Copa del Mundo.
My Spanish isn't great, but Are you floating that we do the pod in Spanish because Spain won the World Cup?
Yeah.
Yep. Does Ghana mean win? Won?
I think ganar. Yeah, I think so. Does it?
I don't know. I recognized every other word, but I'm no expert.
Based on the way we are out of the gates, I would say maybe not doing it in Spanish then. Since we're 50-50 on one.
Say, you guys, Seth just left the World Cup to be here.
I did.
Wow.
I left the World Cup.
Yorm was really impressed that you didn't want to go to some after party or something.
Well, that's what you call dedicación.
It was a dedicación.
Sí.
And there was a traffic jamon. I think that's how you say
traffic
it, right?
ham.
There was a traffic ham. And I have my window down, and I'm just barking at people that I got a podcast to do. And turns out everybody leaving the World Cup also felt like they were in a hurry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that they all had podcasts.
They all had podcasts to do.
How many people were at the World Cup?
I mean, everybody. They probably did. FYI.
Because I did hear while it was going that they said, this is a full house.
It was very crowded. It was way more Argentinian fans than Spanish fans.
Okay, I got a question for you. When they do the part where they're all yelling and it's very impactful and it sounds a little bit like Close Encounters, like, oh, do you have any idea what they're saying?
No.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's kind of like, let's do this.
We will rock you, but in Spanish.
I was sitting behind Chef Jose Andres, who's a fantastic person, a former guest on my show, and an avid Spain fan. And there was the group next to us was entirely Argentinian, and it was delightful that I guess it's the first time the World Cup final both teams spoke the same language.
It's the first time?
It's the first time it's both all Spanish. And he's so charismatic that every time there was like a foul, he would just turn and like yell at these fans about how poorly they were behaving. And they would just yell back at him. And yet everything about it was aggressive except like the twinkle in everybody's eyes.
Wait, was he mad about the aggression of the team on the field or the aggression of the fans?
No, 100% the team. It was a lot of like, again, I do not speak Spanish at all. Based on the gestures, I think the gist of it was you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah, your team is thugs. And
exactly. How can you root for a team full of thugs?
It was pretty aggressive on both sides, I gotta say.
Yorm, always the politician.
Always the
Well,
politician.
you know, I'm running for office soon.
There were a lot of, obviously, if you watch this game, there were a great many more Spanish chances than Argentinian. And every time there was a chance, it was like a wrestler. He would turn and face away from the field with like a look on his face like, and just like his eyes would go like bulging eyes and mouth open like he
to let the other people sitting behind him know like this is crazy.
This is crazy.
Seeing.
But it was also sort of I can't look at what just happened anymore. I have to look the opposite direction.
That is absolutely what you want in any game is a true fan going ham.
I got
going hamon.
Going hamon, thank you.
We were directly in the sun. It was so hot. I was fully baking. They tried to give me a bucket hat. It was a pretty unattractive bucket hat with all the teams that had been in the World Cup. Black bucket hat covered with like, not even like flags, like just literally, I think like the initials.
You look toasted. Your face looks red.
Yeah,
I'm
you do
fully
look like
toasted.
you got some vitamin D there.
Looks like you could have used this bucket hat.
By the way, bucket hats in general, do they ever look good?
They don't look good,
and they offer the littlest amount of coverage of any hat.
not much.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the bucket hats, there were no tickets on the bucket hats. It went into extra time. There was a run on the bucket hats. Like everyone's vanity was completely in extra time. It was dumb with bucket hats.
When you took the photo, I was clocking while watching the game that when it went into shadow, I was like, I think that he's in the shadow side.
No,
you weren't.
Never went out of shadow at all.
That's 2.5 hours of summer sun.
No es muy bien.
It was a long day. Also, I'll talk through my alcohol intake, which is showed up super hot day. I got there like a minute ahead of time. It was very dicey that we were going to miss some of the game. Thrilled to get in. Michelob Ultra, ice cold.
Ooh,
barely beer.
love it.
Barely beer. Yeah.
Just shout out to Michelob Ultra if they want to sponsor us.
Just
send
shout
some
out,
over.
by the way, because it feels like it's as close to Gatorade as it is to beer. So you're like, this is
Messi drinks.
I'm
those.
just hydrating.
Yeah.
Drink so easy, and it's to the point where it dawned on me. Oh, I think I might have had 5 Michelob Ultras before halftime, and you know. That's
when
like
it's that hot
45
out.
minutes.
Yeah.
Aren't they like the size of a Red Bull? Aren't they like those tiny?
No,
little-
it was a regular.
They can be
size.
normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can be those like long cans. But to you, a Red Bull, Yorm, just to flash back earlier in the pod, you think Red Bulls are very big because the one I saw you drinking
Oh yeah.
was like 3 Red Bulls put together.
I switched to the smaller ones.
So maybe
though,
it is the size of a Red Bull.
They have a new summer one that's come out, and it's just delightful, you guys.
So for the people at home, Andy was invited to join this pod. And as you know, we have some trouble scheduling, and we waited to the last minute to record this one. And he, I guess, can't do it.
He was at a
Can't do it.
different
Would
World
you?
Cup.
Is it fair to say? And again, I think everyone who listens knows. Get in line if you think you love Andy more than the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Get in line. That you're all playing for 4th. With that said, would you agree he was a little surly about scheduling this week?
Yeah.
I had to call Keeve because I was like, I want to say something when he said he can't make it. Like, Seth's going to make it. But I so badly wanted to say, like, oh, you're in a different World Cup.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I called Keeve to, like, vent.
Just calling him out on the air, though.
It's all good. Well, I'm good. You know,
This is the place for it.
Well, because he's not going to listen, so we're good.
That is
Totally
true.
in the clear.
We should drop bombs all through here just to test them.
Just drop bombs.
So we do know that the creep should be next, but we can't do that without Andy. And then we also owe a back half of Turtleneck and Chain Songs, but that also wouldn't be right without Andy. So that's where we're left at.
We're stuck.
Tell me more about the World Cup, Seth.
Oh, Ganando. By the way, Keith, that they won the World Cup. Ganando.
Ganando.
There you go.
They Ganando the World Cup.
Yeah, the Spain Ganandoed the World Cup.
It was a lovely time. I will just say the logistics of getting there, it seemed like it was going to be a giant headache, and I considered maybe turning down the gracious invitation. I'm so glad I went. It was really fun to be there. And I'm also so glad Spain won, not because I have a rooting interest, but they played so much better than Argentina.
They did, and second time only that they've won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Also, as you noted, you were sat with such a notable Spaniard. I mean, you couldn't root against that man.
No.
He feeds the hungry around
He
the
feeds
world.
the hungry. I bet he's fed plenty of Argentinians as well. Like, no judgment as far as who he feeds.
That's his whole thing. It's called World Central Kitchen. It definitely has served in Argentina.
He was delightful. Absolutely.
Well, we did get a very nice photo of you during halftime. So
Yeah. I was happy to share with you. There was also some video going around of me at Fanatics Fest in New York that I feel like was confusing to you guys. I've had a very sports forward weekend.
He was at some sort of a sports memorabilia conference. No, what would you call it? Like a
It was like a giant trading cards show, but then it's become so much more. It was at the Javits Center. It's massive. It's basically Tom Brady does a panel. Karl Anthony Towns does a panel, and then also you can walk around and buy baseball cards.
You were buying baseball cards. We were trying to guess which cards you were buying.
I did something with Sudeikis where they gave us each $2,500 to buy. In 15 minutes, we had to buy as many cards. Basically put together the best collection of $2,500 cards, and then an expert judged it, and whatever the expert judged is better, the winner got to keep all $5,000 of the cards.
That's fun.
I lost. I feel like the fix was in.
Sorry.
But it was fun.
Did you know that Sudeikis and Brendan Hunt were going to introduce Justin Bieber during the halftime show in character from Ted Lasso?
I knew they were participating in the halftime show. I assumed it would be Ted Lasso forward. I did not know the Bieber detail.
It was fun to see.
I have one shameful thing to say about my behavior at Fanatics Fest.
Yeah.
So you're walking around the floor. There's a lot of people. I had a couple of off-duty cops with me, escorts. These were not people that I asked for. They were like, hey, if you're coming, we're going to just have people, Yeah. With that said, I love this community. I love the card community. I love talking to people. I love saying yes to pictures. We were in a rush. Every single time somebody asked me for a picture, I'd stop, I'd take it. Then at one point, this 10-year-old kid blocks my path. Now, it probably worked against him that he was wearing full Yankees gear. And he's like, hey, you famous? And I said, yeah, I guess so. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah, I think I am a little bit famous. He goes, okay, take a picture with me. And I went, no, and just kept walking. and I had to. I was like, my heart was racing, and I felt as though I had to apologize to my escorts. I was like, you guys saw like this. That's very.
He was bullying me.
I was like, you guys have seen. I'm a yes guy, but at some point you gotta.
I hope that was documented somewhere.
You felt full shame.
Just full shame, but also it was. I mean, it flowed out. It was a very natural, authentic way I spoke to him.
Yeah,
it was not. I was not putting on airs at all.
He wasn't being polite to you.
Yeah. It was the fact that he made me confirm my celebrity twice that I think broke me. Like someone had told him
he
I
was squinting at you. Going,
yeah, there was something.
You?
Like, how? But how?
Why?
Because you like did something bad?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you do?
You get me too'd?
Yeah.
You get me too'd and come back too fast? But anyway, that was my down moment.
Well, this seems like you had a really fun weekend.
I had a pretty good
Going
weekend.
to sporting things.
I did.
I mean, you guys saw the video I sent. I mean, I saw a bed race.
Yorm, so tell me, there was some sort of community race happening where a man was on a toilet that had been nailed to, it felt like, I'm going to say a piece of plywood with 4 wheels.
Right, so
toilet
far.
nailed on top.
Uh-huh.
Then railings put up around it, like so you could sit on the toilet and hold onto railings. And then 4 other men, grown men, like pallbearers almost, as if they're like a pit crew, one in each corner, holding the bars, and then running down a street with like cones set up, like a racetrack.
Correct.
While one man sat on the throne, so to speak.
Yeah, he was the coach, I think.
Yeah, he was sitting like he was a, what is it called?
Like a coxswain.
That's what I was saying. Is it called a coxswain?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, was it timed and then the next...
Yes.
And then when the next crew came, did they have their own rig or do they get on the same toilet?
They did. They didn't have a toilet. Like that was, you can add a little bit of personal flair to your bed, I guess. The thing is, the bed races that I've seen online, because I've never seen this before in my life, obviously, but it was in smaller towns. I'm in a very small town. Have beds. They usually have mattresses. And so I expected that. But the toilet was a new one to me. And the fact that the toilet guys were by far and away like the best. So
well, it seems weird. So you're allowed to put anything you want on that plywood. So there's a weight issue there. Like
the fact that they to lose to a guy on a toilet is pretty demeaning, I think. But yeah, they were great. Everyone cheered for them, and so did I.
Yeah. Wow. Congratulations on moving to what seems like a really good neighborhood.
Well, I just mean what I wanted to say was that we are all doing fun things this weekend.
Yeah.
And me and Seth, I think, were equal.
Yeah. I went to a giant trading card festival and the World Cup, and you were at the toilet derby.
Well, both of them,
they're all
I think,
sporting events.
Yeah, and they both of them had the same amount of love, I think, and sort of like the world coming together.
So, Seth, did you listen to the first half of last week's pod that you weren't there yet for?
I was supposed to, and then I got a little jammed up because I made notes because I did do my research and read all the comments and stuff.
Okay.
And there are 4 timestamp moments that I really meant to go back and listen to.
Well, I just was going to let you introduce the Lin-Manuel thing, but maybe we should do it because you weren't there.
Yes, I know a little bit, but I would prefer if you guys took the lead on this.
Yeah, well, the Quaids listen to every episode, so they heard it.
Yeah.
We called him out on dropping an F-bomb in Moana, where she says something that sounds like a kind of a Scottish fucking rising, and she's pissed off that the tide is always rising. And so we asked him to send a rebuttal, and he did. I mean, we didn't actually ask him. We asked him on the air, and he listened and sent it.
That's how we communicate with people now.
Yeah, just like Andy will have a rebuttal for Yorm next week.
Definitely, yeah.
Hello, fellas. Hello, Quaid Army. Thank you for the Quump Bump on live action Moana. Didn't see it the first weekend, but now that you guys have done the plug, I'm sure it's smooth sailing. I wanted to thank you for that. I want to remind everyone to go see Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. You never miss a David Wayne movie when it's in theaters. I'm going tonight, actually, and I can't wait to see it. I wanted to just clear up Moana's cursing in both the original and live action Moana. It's actually my fault. It's a scansion thing. She is saying it's like the tide always falling and rising. And if that's not clear enough, it does sound like a Scottish fall and rising. But I thought I'd give the Quaid Army a peek at my original demo for this tune, which had slightly different lyrics. So play that after you play this. Longtime fan, first-time caller, and also I recant my previous decision. Ross Trent absolutely belongs in Criterion Collection.
Boom.
Please don't come for me online. Thank you. Love you. Love you, boys.
Thank God for that.
Yes. Smart.
Set the record straight there.
I'm very happy that he came around in that. I feel like he's been carrying that burden since he made that the hard.
All right, so here's the demo that he sent over.
And the call isn't out there at all, it's inside me. It's like the tide, that motherfucker's always fucking rising. I will carry you here in my heart, you remind me. Oh, this is how you remind me of who I really am. This is how you remind me. I am Moana. Now back to the good part.
I feel like one can't believe that he and Questlove together did a Criterion episode, because I feel like they're two people who at all moments have every song in their head.
The seamless into Nickelback.
I just wish I could play piano to make jokes like that.
Yeah,
I know.
So they're both writing a new song, and while they're doing it, they also have every song that ever existed, just like spinning discs that they can pull out and snatch.
Must be a nightmare in their heads, honestly.
It's just chaos. It's just a mixtape.
But
it's
I
like
don't think it is chaos. I think
it's like a finale song from Pitch Perfect.
Me, I just
at
have
all
like
times.
the top 3 Descendants songs from Descendants 4.
Right.
I listened to that like 6 times before this, so you're not getting my fresh listen here because I enjoyed it so much. But yeah, there's the truth, folks. Breaking news, I guess.
Yeah.
She cursed way worse, then went into Nickelback, and then a little bit of a Jack Sparrow shout out. That's an early demo. That just shows you, kind of like when we played Dice Just Had Sex songs, and you heard how we iterate on ideas before you get to the final. This was just an early stage, an early iteration of I Am Moana.
I would like Moana so much, or any musical, just having somebody say their name. I am Moana!
By the way, the Jack Sparrow thing, the boys got invited to a birthday party next week, and they were told that it's a pirate theme party, and they're going to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 5 at this party. And so they've known this for a couple of weeks. And so we've been watching. It's really important to them to watch the first 4. So they are seeing a movie and they're not lost.
Pirates of the Caribbean 5, that still is maybe 7 or 8 or 10 years old, right?
Yes. I think like
That's such an interesting choice for a birthday party.
it's very strange. I think it's the last one because they did 3 and then Bloom was out, Knightley was out.
Yeah, I think they did 5 total.
But I keep getting so excited because I'm thinking they're going to so enjoy Captain Jack Sparrow. And then I remember, oh no, but it's still like Scarface and Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's really dirty.
Yeah.
You played the SNL aired one, at least with beeps.
Right. But you still have to like pause it and be like, oh, this is a different movie you haven't seen yet.
You do think you probably need to show them Forrest Gump and then show them Scarface.
Right, yeah.
And a little bit of Aaron Brockovich at least.
Was there a Scarface 2? There was no Scarface 2, right?
No, more scars.
More scars.
That's too bad.
It's called like plastic surgery.
You're kind of a cinephile, right, Yorm?
Yeah.
But you have these weird, like, I don't know, like dead spots where you don't know if there was a Scarface too.
Yeah, but I am a cinephile.
There still could be.
There was a good timestamp that I went back and listened to. Well, one was somebody said this is when you, this is the exact moment. It was clear that Seth wasn't there. So obviously I love rushing to that moment of the pod.
What was it?
It was
I don't know.
Yorm saying that he's going to he's going to have a Chick-fil-A outside the Washington Monument, which he hopes is soon going to be the Trump Monument. And then Andy said, and by having it, you mean fucking a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I also like that you were complaining, Keith, about how there were limited tracks of Moana on your Apple Music.
Yeah, it was
And
weird.
Andy said he thinks that's a you problem. And then he posited, do you think anybody ever on a submarine when they got bombed by a U-boat said,
Yeah.
I think this is a you problem.
I mean,
Yeah, we talked about that for about 20 minutes, I think.
if they had that in Greyhound and they talked about it for like 5 minutes, I'd be like, this is the best movie of all time.
Do you guys remember in Battleship when it finally turns into the game Battleship? I mean, I stood up and applauded in my living room.
Yeah.
It was
Echo
such
14.
It was so amazing. You realize that like an hour and 45 minutes of movie had just been reverse engineered to this moment when they've lost all the modern radars and technology and they've divided the ocean into a grid and now they're having to use analog like sonar to send it. Yes.
I can't
Alpha
believe
32.
that there's not a version of Battleship that you can play that's like Alpha 7.
You can say that. That's fine. You can play it.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Not easy jobs when you are like, hey, here's the IP. It's a board game. You have to make it a movie. And I'm just wondering, like, when they wrote that scene, were they like, fucking yes, we cracked it?
I mean, I think they wrote that scene and then had to write 98 pages before it, being like, how do we get here?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, there's aliens.
Right.
And there's an old ghost battleship that's haunted by the old men who used to run it, who now...
It was not written ahead of time, but one of my favorite drunken ad-libs during a day drinking was we were doing flirting with Rihanna, and I walked up to the bar and asked her if she was the girl from Battleship, and she had a really funny reaction, because it is so fucking funny that Rihanna was in Battleship. Oh, real quick, your many Quaids talked about how they also got choked up listening to you tell your story about Weird Al visiting you in the hospital.
Oh.
But then a couple did float the idea that you were so pilled out, you maybe imagined it.
No, I have a photo that I won't share with because it's slightly inappropriate, but it does prove that he was there. So
I would love if you shared the photo.
I will send it to you guys.
Him with Rihanna and Liam Neeson on the Battleship set.
It might be. I was on a lot of pills.
So Ace's Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately beloved. I do have a question, and maybe we can ask Michael to send a voice note. We all know that was Michael Jackson, but when is that Michael Jackson from? You know what I mean?
Like what era?
Yeah. And does that Michael Jackson who left that really nice voicemail, do they kind of know how they're perceived?
No, it seems like that was a frozen in time from a beloved Michael.
Yeah.
Is this like Michael Jackson 1995?
Michael, could you just tell us some of the pop culture you're enjoying right now? Some of the things in the news that are interesting to you? I think that would just be, for all of us, just be helpful.
Okay. To me, I think it's probably black or white.
Yeah, but that's around then, isn't it? What year is that?
It's probably 95, is it? Because I remember watching the video, I think, at your house, Keeve, because it had morphing. So everyone was really excited about it.
Dude, I still think about that morphing.
And that happened in Berkeley, California.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for getting the bay in there.
You're welcome.
It came out in 1991.
Oh.
So did he send you a new one or no?
No, he's going
eventually. Well, you know what? We'll slowly, in the times that we hear from Michael, find out more. Another moment that I enjoyed going back to because it was time-stamped was you guys talking about how well you know Billy Madison. Mm-hmm. And Yorm saying, "Oh yeah, my favorite line is," and then almost immediately you.
That was a Happy Gilmore line.
You're like, "I will say my favorite line is." Wait, what did he say?
He had also just watched it. He's like, "I just watched it."
I could have cleaned it up, and I should have, but I didn't.
But Andy remembered it immediately and probably hadn't seen it in decades.
Yeah, great, Keeve. He's better at spelling bee too.
So he says.
And the mini.
So he says, do we have the proof? Could this perchance be a very long con to make us think he's smart?
I also, between Pirates 3 and Pirates 4, I said to my boys, because it was just the three of us, I was like, will you guys let me show you the first 15 minutes of Raiders of the Lost Ark? It's the guy who played Han Solo. And obviously, it's not breaking news. It's the best first 15 minutes of any movie ever. Mm-hmm. And as soon as it ended, they were like, okay, pirates. I was like,
wait, so I recently rewatched The Curse of the Black Pearl, the first one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I bet you the first one's really good because all I remembered is the chaos of the later ones. And it is still really good, I thought. Do you agree?
Yes, because I just watched it recently too. But I also like the second one. I mean, the second one, is that where they go off the rails with the big wheel that he's running on top of?
Yeah, that's the dopest part of the second one. I watched the first two.
Yeah, the wheel scene's great.
The wheel's inspired. It's really cool.
I'm going to tell you this. I like Pirates 3 times more every time the scene is during the day. Mm-hmm. When it gets dark or in stormy, it's so dark. And it might just be that my eyes are busted now.
I might need to calibrate your TV next time I'm in the city.
No,
you know?
I think that
nice.
though that has to do with theater versus TV, because I do think in theaters it's the coziest, most like, oh my God, it's like being in the ride.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. But yes, on a TV, it sucks.
Right. Have you guys seen Odyssey yet?
No.
Oh, the Odyssey? No.
Will you IMAX it?
I do kind of want to see it on the, 70 millimeter IMAX version, but that's like, I need to either find a screening or wait 2 months.
Right.
How did it do? Did it beat Over Your Dead Body for the weekend? The first weekend?
You have to wait for the numbers to come in, I think.
I don't think I wouldn't rush to judgment here.
Yeah.
A Willard was the man who trained the rats. Ben was the rat.
Yeah, so I had mentioned, like, wait, it wasn't, which rat was Ben? Because I knew there was something was up right there. Oh, I also, we were talking about CeeLo's Fuck You / Forget You.
Yeah.
And I was like, someone said, what about a Cluck You? And I was like, I think I've heard that, but I couldn't find it. My brother texted me that it was the Muppet movie, like the Segel one, the Jason Segel from Over Your Dead Body.
Yes,
Ever heard of him? His version of the Muppets, the chicken, like Gonzo's girlfriend chickens, sing Cluck You.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. You mean Camilla, right?
Yeah, that's her. That's that one.
Somebody sent in an article from, I think, about a year ago. And Jake Valentine is the author. I can't actually find the source, but headline was 21 poorly reviewed movies we can't help but love. Now,
we haven't made that many yet.
Hot Rod was number one on this list. So here's my question. And this is a little bit harder than I thought it would be, but can you guys name 2 more of the 20?
Oh,
I mean, it's a little unfair because list is kind of
okay.
It might be Billy Madison. I don't think Billy Madison probably got good reviews.
No, it's not. But there's an ish one.
Spaceballs.
No.
Was Wet Hot? Is
Yes.
Wet Hot on there?
There you go.
I got one.
Wet Hot. Nicely done. Nicely done. I kind of hoped it was all that world, and it's not.
Oh.
But
Battleship?
no. But there's some
Darren Aronofsky's The Fountain.
great call, but no.
That was a classy guess, Keith.
You got one, and I'm impressed.
Well, give us a few now. I'm just curious.
Well, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
That's the second one, right?
I think that is the second one. Yeah.
The problem with it, if I could be so bold, while first giving a shout out to Gore Verbinski and saying that they're fucking incredible,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed rewatching them. The problem, the last 30, 20 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes of that one, you don't realize you're in a movie that's not going to have an ending.
Right.
Because they shot it at the same time as they shot the third, I believe. And all of a sudden you've been on this whole adventure, and then it just kind of like, and Jack Sparrow's dead, and here we are back in this room, and now we're all just discussing, and then there's a woman who's like, you want to bring him back? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
He just died. And now you're talking about bringing him back, but not in this movie. She's like, well, then we better go look for the dead man's chest. And then Barbosa comes back from the first movie. He's like, hey, I'm around still. And you're like, I didn't think I was just watching like an episode of a TV show.
Yeah.
Well, tell us how it should have ended, Keith.
They should have wrote a third act. And
Well, this guy wants the world.
I mean, again, I've said this about Spider-Verse, part 1 of Spider-Verse, and I know Yorm was in it and everything.
yeah, Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that ended in the theater, and I loved it. Again, a woman sitting right behind me and my children screamed, fuck you.
Yeah. If that's how it feels.
Yeah.
She should have said, fuck you too.
Right.
Because it feels like the screen just said, fuck you to you.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. Fuck. No. She said, no, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. It is a problem with these epic two-parters that don't let you know it. But by the way, that's how I felt at the first Lord of the Rings, because I've never read the books. I didn't understand that it was just going to be nothing.
Dude.
And I got into that theater super excited. I watched the whole movie like, hell yeah. And then it got to the end, I put that in quotes, because it was just the middle of a movie.
Like mid-walk.
Yeah, and it was just like, see you in 3 years. And I was just like,
Dude,
fuck you.
Lord of the Rings is the most I've ever felt that, Keith.
Yes.
I could not believe what had just been done to me.
we should really have an episode about this because Andy loves it. He loves them.
But I've never read Dune, and I did not feel like that at the end of the first Dune movie. Why is that? Because I just knew there was 3, and I've been so trained by these other movies.
Maybe that helps, yeah. Or I was just surprised. Again, it wasn't even the movie making, because I'm like, oh, wait, somebody wrote a book that ended like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a road trip movie.
Yeah.
And they get like a third of the way, and they're like, the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not a road trip movie.
Also, you know what makes road trip movies fun? cars.
Yeah, I kept being like, hey, Frodo, get in the fucking car, you dumbass.
Frodo, hey, our car's out of gas. And then one of them pulls up and is like, how about this one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Andy and I might diverge the most on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, same.
Tommy Boy made the list.
Okay.
I just watched Tommy Boy with my kids.
Did Black Sheep make it as well?
No, I think, but probably just because...
Because Tommy Boy's on there.
My kids loved Tommy Boy. There's so many funny jokes. One of my favorite lines is like, oh, God, I can't remember.
Well done.
Good. Thank you.
Armageddon.
It's like he's like, I'm a fat guy and my coat is undersized for my carriage. I think that's the line, right? He keeps saying.
It was somebody called the tailor. My coat doesn't
It's
fit.
really the not here or here, so much as right here.
Con Air.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, why not?
Oh, you know one that is beloved? This is not one of my favorite movies of all time, but I certainly know a group of people who just swear by Clue, the original Clue.
Yeah, my wife is one of them and has indoctrinated my kids. By the way, your kids are fine. I was watching Black Pearl to see if I thought my girls would like it. Mm-hmm. And there's so much just like straight up killing, like where, someone's running someone in with a sword that I was like, oh, they're not going to want this. But your boys are just fine with that, right?
Oh, I mean, they're so sword forward.
Got it.
Oh, so you were right, Keith. Your girls did not like it.
No, I didn't even show it to them. Curse of the Black Pearl. I just watched it because I wanted to, and also I was like, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe they'll like this. And then when people start getting murdered, I was like, they're not going to like this.
Most boys are sword forward.
Somebody wrote in my YouTube algorithm recently served me an SNL sketch from Ann Golden Era called Fly High Duluth. And I've since been unable to get it out of my head. I feel like we talked about Fly High Duluth. I believe Eric Henward penned a sketch. Scarlett hosted. So this is all from memory for me as well. Fly High Duluth was, I think, the new theme song for a local television station that was a very crazy long song with Forte's lead singer. And then it became there was like a moment where it had like a breakdown into like a Jim Morrison-y type Doors song where it becomes like very talky and haunting. But yeah, it's a good one. I'm glad the YouTube algorithm suggested it.
I said, please, mama, don't you point that gun at me. Because my love is consecrated in the blood of the Apache nations. Oh, Duluth, yeah!
And there was a trivia question for Andy, which we'll have to ask him next time.
I'll answer it. I know it. Go ahead.
Was he in it?
Oh, I can't answer that. Sorry.
I was going to say.
Damn it.
Shit.
Now, Josh Church sent Yorma a voice note.
Oh, it was just about the spelling of Pee-wee.
First, let me just say he worked on the Pee-wee movie as a producer because he's Judd's right-hand man. So he helped on Pop Star.
And just to shout out Josh Church, too, because he also has one of the funniest lines of the other guys where they are very successful in the beginning doing some sort of like thwarting some sort of crime. And then he is a hot dog guy. Everyone cheers for the guys. And then he's a hot dog guy who's very excited. And he's like, free hot dogs for everyone. And everyone's like, yay. And he goes, no drinks. Can't do it. And it's one of my favorite lines. Anyway, that's Josh Church.
Should we hear the voice note?
Let's hear it.
I think it's just interesting to real Pee-wee heads.
Hey, Yorma. It's Hollywood's Josh Church. Hope you're well. As a dutiful member of the Quaid Army and a Pee Wee Herman fan, I love the pod. It was amazing. I do have one note, which is the title Pee Wee and Andy's Night Out. When it shows up on my phone, on my podcast app, it's spelled capital P-E-E space capital W-E-E. And as we know, the correct spelling of Pee Wee when it's related to Pee Wee Herman is capital P-E-E dash lowercase W-E-E. So I don't know if that was a choice, but it's the incorrect choice. So maybe that should be corrected or not, by the way. Who cares? Well, I do. I cared. I left you a voice note. We're not voice note back and forthers. This is that important. I hope you're well.
Maybe you guys did that because you were like, this isn't the Pee-wee because he was a little gnarly in that one. You're like, this isn't Earth
We thought it was more
Pee-wee.
respectful.
Yeah,
So,
to reset
I
my-
think it was only misdone on our podcast title,
Yeah.
not in the show.
Right. When Bill Hader and I wrote our one issue of a Spider-Man comic and we turned in our first draft, the really nice people at Marvel were like, there's a dash.
yeah.
I do find that always weird. Whenever I see it, I'm like, is that right?
Yeah, it is. Spider, a dash, and then capital M.
Yeah, it's because it's not Super Dash Man.
No?
I know it's DC, not Marvel. Maybe
Right.
DC was like the no dash and Marvel. That's why they're
Yeah.
so mad about it. They're like, at Marvel, we do dashes. Ant Dash Man.
Yeah.
But Iron Man?
Iron Man, no
Iron
dash,
Dash
I don't
Man?
think. Iron Man doesn't have a dash.
Shit, so they were inconsistent?
They were inconsistent.
Yeah, there's no dash. No dash on
You guys
Iron
want to hear
Man.
a quick story about Iron Man?
Yeah.
Sure.
So when I was in England for my junior year abroad, I befriended my friend named Hiroshi. He's a Japanese dude, and like me and him and a bunch of other people, we were like traveling around. We were in Amsterdam for one of our breaks, and we bought these beers, these Boddington beers. And we were all drinking them. And then Hiroshi, his English wasn't like super good, but he was like, oh, this beer tastes like metal. And we were like, what? Come on, man. And he was like, no, it tastes like metal. And we kept drinking it because we kept saying like, no, it doesn't. And then we looked at it. He got deep enough into it that we could see the bottom of his, and we were like, his whole thing had rusted through. So he was drinking like rusty beer. And then we were like, yo, how do you say Iron Man in Japanese? And he was like, Tetsujin. And then we just called him Tetsujin for the rest of the time that we know.
So that was Iron Man. That's actually the first iteration of the Iron Man script.
That's how it happened? That was the origin story?
Yeah.
He just drinks a busted old. He got some cheap. Tony Stark's the billionaire who buys cheap beer.
Yeah. It was old army beer when he's locked in he gets locked overnight in one of the
right.
barracks.
Tetsujin.
Let's see if we can. This is what I would try to force him to do right now. We'll send it out to him, and hopefully he'll do it, and we'll drop it in right now. Andy, as Barney from The Simpsons, do Tony Stark having a beer and turning into Iron Man.
A rusty beer.
Well. Look who comes crawling back. Yeah, no, Seth, no, I don't think I will be doing Barney from The Simpsons as Iron Man. Okay? Not after the friggin' hit job you guys laid on me at the beginning of this thing. Let us take a trip down memory lane. Here's a guy named me, available all week. Zero communication. No one reaches out. Nothing. No plan. Have we had discussions about this, let's say, over the past few years? About how it's better to plan ahead for me? Yeah, we've had that convo. I think it's pretty well recorded, actually. I could pull up the old receipts if one wanted. Then we find ourselves on Friday. All of a sudden, real active in the thread. Looks like Seth is ready. We recording a pod today? Everyone's like, yeah, maybe. Sure, maybe. Here's me saying, is that the plan? Had that been discussed previously? Nope, we're just trying to throw it together. Easy breezy. Well, guess what? Not for me. I was busy. But what do? I let you guys know I can't, and then immediately say I could do pretty much any time tomorrow. Tomorrow being Saturday, which I've already stated pretty clearly to everyone over the years is not my preference. Weekends, not good for me. Zero response. Got the receipts on that. Then, all of a sudden, I get told, we gotta do it on Sunday, when I am really not available. But not just on Sunday. On Sunday, only when Seth is done going to see the World Cup final. I mean, I can definitely see how I should shape my entire life and family life around that. And then I pop on this old podcast app and listen to this man incriminate himself repeatedly about how busy he was all week dicking around at baseball card conventions and ignoring his own family, doing whatever the hell he wants, then bragging about jacking off Jose Andres at the World Cup final, and I'm supposed to feel guilty? No, that ain't how it's working, brothers. So, that is a negative, Seth. I will not be doing Barney as Tony Stark drinking a rusty beer. No! Oh, man! Oh, no! Turning into Iron Man! Take that! You know what? I'm just going to go. I'm not going to get the part. Thanks.
Here's the Spider-Man explanation according to wherever Kevin just looked it up. Spider-Man has a hyphen because co-creator Stan Lee specifically added it to prevent readers from confusing him with DC's Superman. He wanted to ensure the hero had a completely distinct visual identity on comic book covers in block lettering, and he frequently expressed annoyance when people left it out. So he was also a stickler for it. And it actually was because of DC Superman.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. It would have looked the same at a glance, and they are the two most popular, I assume.
I mean, the thing I would say in the defense of people who leave the dash out is Spider and Super are spelled differently. And often the actual superhero is drawn on the cover of the comic book. So I feel like only the dumbest people would get home and be like, hold up. But you know what? God bless. Hey guys, long time Quaid, love you guys. Don't want to be too picky, but Akiva has said etc. a few times instead of etc.
Etc. instead of etc. etc. Yeah, I say etc. Not etc.
Yeah, you have a couple of things. You say water, kind of weird.
Yeah, that's my Long Island. That's from my Long Island.
Upbringing. Yeah, it's this
if someone's in Long Island, do they say water? Water, like W.
That's like Philly, is what Wooder is.
But my mom and grandma definitely say water, and then I had to really concentrate to say it like otter, water.
You have to really concentrate to say it in the unsettling way you just said it.
Yes, I did.
Water.
My kid was in the state championships for swimming, exciting, and it was all in Long Island, and everyone kept saying "into the water."
Yeah.
All right, guys, into the water.
Oh, I have to finish my hat trick of athletic weekend. I mean, one was just buying baseball cards, not that athletic.
Counts.
The other one was just watching soccer, not that athletic.
Counts.
But then there's this charity thing it's all across country called Swim Across America, and it's like raising money for cancer awareness, cancer treatments. And my wife signed me up for it, and it was a mile swim in the ocean.
Oh, shit.
Here's how quickly I knew I couldn't swim a mile in the ocean. I would say within 3 strokes, I had swallowed half the ocean. And it was so funny in real time. It occurred to me, I'm like, I don't know how to swim in the ocean. Like, I don't.
Distance swimming in the ocean is a completely other thing.
See, here's the thing. We
That's
all
crazy.
love wives. I love wives, and my wife.
But that's so nice she thought you could do it.
I don't know.
She thinks you're one of those men.
She just
those
signed him
hyphen
up.
men.
My wife is very generous with my skill sets like that. She's just like, yeah, you do it. You'll be fine.
I had to switch to breaststroke because I realized, again, choppy water, and I don't have good breathing technique. I was genuinely swallowing too much water.
Oh, so you did it, though. You did it for a mile.
Here's the thing. So I'm doing breaststroke, and I'm next to women who are 10 to 30 years older than me. And I'm thinking, just stay in this pack. This will be my little school of fish. Couldn't keep up with them. So I'm just getting, and it's 2 laps in the ocean. There's like these buoys you have to go around twice. Like, it's not a race per se, which is, again, Alexi did a terrible job explaining what this was. But they give you like a thing around your ankle that's like a Velcro tracker. Because the biggest thing, I guess, when you do these races in the ocean is you got to make sure everybody goes in and comes out. So there's a lot of like making sure. They write like numbers on the side of your arm, just like anything to make sure we got them all.
You got to identify the body.
So the whole time I'm doing this first loop, I'm like, I'm not doing a mile. I'm fucking out of here. Because the exit's at the end of the half mile too. I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. By the way, I'm also doing so bad, I'll get out and it'll look like I finished 31st. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're getting laughed.
Then I got out, but the tracker only like starts when you walk through in the beginning and stops when you walk out. I didn't think anything of it. And then one of my friends sent me, he's like, so you won your age group because I entered in the mile and I only did a half mile. And it fully is like, they were like, you did the fastest mile. I'm like, I did half a mile. And so I've like emailed the race website to be like, hey, this is stolen valor. I did not do this. But I don't even think they care.
Says a lot about you that you would want to own up to that. I would be like, yeah.
Because it's my time was so bad that they're like, no, bud, there's no way that was only half a mile. It took a while.
How many people did this? Is this
like almost 200 people in the water?
See, that would freak me out too, because it all gets all frothy. Then you're in like a giant scrum.
Pretty big ocean, turns out.
Oh,
A lot of room.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you went to one of those big orgies.
Yeah, we went. I thought it was a pretty good event. Keith just had to duck away because one of his daughters needs attention. And I will say, when one of Keith's daughters comes in the background, it is shocking to me as they get older how much I'm like, oh, it's Liz.
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
And then as they come into the foreground, you're like, oh no, that's a child. They have the same silhouette at a distance, which is adorable.
If you guys want, I got a question specifically for Yorm.
Oh, great.
Great.
Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff to the rescue.
I hope this isn't insulting.
All right, what's up, y'all? Just watched Over Your Dead Body on the weekend, and it was sick. I really liked it. Anyway, I was thinking with the title sequence, it's like, how much do you guys, maybe specifically for Yorm, but I think all the other guys could have a answer too. Like, when you make a movie, are you like, okay, if I do a title sequence, then it kind of gives away all the actors in it. Like, for me, I kind of knew Oliphant was in it because you guys talked about it. But, if you, like, didn't know he was going to be in it, but then you see his name at the opening credits, you know he's in it versus not doing an opening credits, and then everyone's just surprised. Do you guys even think about that? Am I sounding crazy? Anyway, love ya.
That's a really good question.
It's a great question. Tonally dug everything about that message, I just want to say.
Oh, it's great. And it's a great question. But we don't do a lot of movies where there is such a surprise of who shows up in it. So this was definitely like something that I thought about putting at the end of the movie. There's a bunch of rules of what you can and can't do, and how many credits you have to put. There's all this legal stuff that you have to go through. So there's a truncated credit sequence that you can do. I think MacGruber had a truncated credit sequence. But yes, you can put it at the end of the movie if all of them are going at the end of the movie. I believe, Keith, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. So yes, I thought about that. It's matching the original, so I did want to do that. And the other thing that credit sequences do, which is nice, is that they kind of then say the movie is starting now. And so it almost buys you time for an audience to just be like, okay, now the movie's starting, sort of thing. So everything I saw before that is like a gimme, is like a sort of freebie, is kind of how it feels as a filmmaker. So it is nice to have them.
I like that you have to tell people the movie's starting, and it's almost like you're just trying to kill time until the movie starts. And so the only thing you can think to tell them is like, who's in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing else to say.
Information. You'd be like,
hey, we might have oh, you're going to love this.
It could just be a Google article on
Timothy Oliphant. Oh, you're going to be in it.
It's also interesting because the trailer, right, for your movie specifically, just using his example of Tim, you knew there'd be a trailer. So at a certain point, you're like, well, the trailer's giving away everybody that's in this. I personally have found with credits that I always have a game plan, and then I usually throw it away at some point during editing, and I'm just doing it on a creative level at some point, and then getting, again, people to sign waivers and stuff when it gets into tricky legal territory about the stuff.
Well, but give examples of what you mean by that.
Like I had lots of versions, just use the most recent one with Naked Gun, that didn't have anything at the beginning, that, just was kind of almost avoiding it because I couldn't decide what to do with the really famous opening of Naked Gun where it has the cop car driving around.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or if I was going to avoid that altogether to kind of plant my flag in the ground as like, we're different from the old one. Mm-hmm. And so we had versions that we made where the opening credits went all the way through the bank robbery. But it made, we had to re-edit the entire bank when we said, why don't we put credits on this? And you have to make certain shots a little bit longer and stuff so that it has a nice flow to it.
It also feels like television a lot of the time, too.
Yes, yeah. But there are movies like, I'm trying to think of a good example right off the bat. I'm not sure. Maybe it's The Fugitive I was just thinking of, where the credits are going on top of the movie. And you kind of can't believe how, if this is what they're putting the credits over, this movie must be jam-packed with good stuff. Because this is already so interesting, and the movie hasn't even felt like it really started yet. Yeah, totally. Because the credits are still going. It can give you this feeling of like you're saying, of a freebie section, of a feeling,
But I'm sure that feeling they had, I'm sure that they were like, fuck, this is actually sort of kicks ass. Because it's
yes, none of it's by accident. And then I knew I wanted to cut to at the end of that opening sequence when it goes to Liam and he's in the bank and he just saved the day and you reveal his underwear under his skirt and then it cuts with big music. Mm. So I knew I needed some opening title at least right there to cut to because I didn't want to just cut to the rest of the movie. I wanted that feeling of this was before and now this is after. And so we debated how long that should be. And then you have to figure out what you owe. And so like on that one, we owed these financier people that put in the money, the venture capital, whatever that is called, where it's always the one you don't even know is going to be there.
Yeah.
And they dump on you. And then, Fuzzy Door, which is Seth MacFarlane, and then Paramount Pictures Presents. It starts adding up.
Yeah, and then once you do certain ones, then you have to do the other ones, and it's like a whole rigmarole.
It's a whole deal, yes. Because
There's
what
also-
I really want... Yeah. No, I wanted just to say like Liam Neeson, Naked Gun, and move on, because that's all I cared about. But
well, then legally too, there's also like things of like if the title's really big, you have to like get everyone to sign off that people's names are supposed to be like half the size of the title and blah blah blah. And so there's all these legal shit that you have to go through.
Yeah, contractually, people literally have like name no smaller than 75% of title or something like that.
Yeah, and then oftentimes creatively, you want it to like smash on the title's huge and and then you got to get every single person to sign off.
That's exactly it.
But a good question. Real good thought starter.
There's another little detail that you'll notice of every movie is if you do main on ends, that's what it's called. That means main credits at the end of the movie instead of the beginning. They go in the reverse order than they would in the beginning. Because if you think about it, like in the beginning of a movie, it's production cards like Paramount Picture Presents. Then it goes through a bunch of actors. Then it goes through departments. And then it ends with produced by, written by, directed by. But if it's at the end of the movie, the first credit that comes up is directed by Chris Nolan or whatever. And then written by, produced by, then all the actors. And then it'll kind of oddly say Paramount Pictures Presents, A Fuzzy Door, whatever it is. And then the crawl of credits starts.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Lawyers, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
And the DGA. We love them.
You know what? Credits is the new rake.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody's talking. We're going to get some thank you notes for this little conversation.
When the mouse is away, the cats will play.
What, do we have any other voice notes? Jeff?
Hi guys, this is Becky. I absolutely adore your podcast and look forward to it dropping each week. I came across it through Seth and Josh's family trips.
Cross promotion.
I kind of missed the memo on digital shorts when I was growing up because I'm a Vermonter and my family was super off grid. So we had dial up, but not enough to load any type of digital short. A lot of carob, maybe similarly to Berkeley, not a lot of chocolate in the house, that kind of a vibe, just to paint the picture. And I remember in high school, in the home ec room, this boy making out with a girl, and he did jizz in his pants, and it came straight through his sweatpants and made this kind of big mark, and he couldn't live it down. And for about 2 months, whenever he entered a classroom, kids would yell, "And I jizzed in my pants."
Oh.
And I was so delighted when your episode dropped and I got to learn that the students in my high school were far less creative than I had thought. And that it came from you guys. And as I listen to your podcast, I get to watch your digital shorts and learn about them. And even though it's, almost 20 years late, I have to say they really hold up and it's been so fun. And also, Kiva, awesome job on Naked Gun. So have a great one. And thank you guys so much.
Oh,
That's
Thank you for that great story, Becky.
Oh, I feel so bad for that fucking kid, though.
But also making out hard enough in class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I can't think. I mean, I didn't see people making out in class.
I mean, people were so impressed and then unimpressed,
right.
Yeah, they're like, damn, they're really just going for
Look
like
at-
no one's here.
Oh.
Oh, no. They're watching it like they were watching it on TV. Oh,
He had to
yes.
jizz a lot.
but
too,
also
for-
he's wearing sweats, so they should have maybe been able to tell something was on
This
the
is
way.
it. I also wonder if like the girl who was making out with him had something to live down. First of all, she's just like making out with a sweatpant dude,
Yeah,
you know,
this is quite a high school.
quite a high school. So I also like that she went through like 20 years of thinking that she missed the rehearsal where they all like wrote this song, wrote the shame song for this person.
I'd like to get the voice note from him now. Get his side of this story.
Yeah.
Should we do one more?
Yeah, let's have one more.
Hi there, my name is Harper. I am 14 years old, and the reason for this message is my dad. He is such a big fan of you guys, and his birthday's coming up on the 20th, and it would mean the world to him if you gave him a little happy birthday message or anything, and it would mean the world to me to see him happy. And his name is Tyler, and he is such a big fan of you guys. He's introduced me to the podcast and to Lonely Island's music. We love it, and yeah, it would just mean the world to both of us. mostly to him.
No freaking way. Just kidding.
Fuck you, Tyler.
Tyler, happy birthday, man. What a great daughter you have, too. My God.
Harper!
So sweet.
I mean, one day, I would just like to think that one of my children will ever make an effort. Harper just made.
That's what I was thinking immediately. I was like, God, what a nice child. I don't think I have one of those.
So happy birthday, Tyler.
Yeah.
The only thing that breaks my heart is that if it's July 20th, this will not come out in time.
Yeah, I
But
know.
if you're a fan of the pod, I would think you would not expect it to make it in time for your birthday.
Yeah. It's very on brand.
Keith, do you have anything to say to Tyler?
Yeah, man, I just miss you, man. You know,
Jesus, no.
God, you're so, you hit your new birthday milestone and you don't come
that's
around
good.
anymore. Hey, man, I miss you, Tyler.
Don't come around anymore. I think you're a little hurt by this Tyler situation.
Yeah. Tyler used to bring Harper around. They play on the swing set. And, I know everyone's getting older. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm still very excited that our next two are The Creep and Turtleneck and Chain. And
Yeah, let's see if we can get it together,
yeah, we'll see what we can say, And thanks to Lin. My God.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda with
That's the real deal.
Really wonderful. This is how you remind me.
I love listening to Demo Lin doing the early versions of those songs.
Because it feels so attainable. It's a teaching tool. I go, I could do that.
I mean, I can get a little plinky plonky keyboard, bang out seminal hits. All right. Love you guys.
Love you, Seth.
Love ya.
Go Spain.
Oh, also, if you don't care about word games, the pod is over. But if you do, Andy?
Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
Thanks, Jack Black and no one else. For the inquiring Quaids that want to know, I know a lot of you don't. I got, let's see, one hint the day you guys recorded, then clean Quibi the next 2 days, and then today, one hint. So, decent for me, decent for Yorm, all time. Yeah, that's right, Yorm. I didn't forget about you, you little suck-ass bitch. I'm about to ride on y'all like Cube did NWA. Get ready for the heat, Yorm. I almost said something. Oh, did you, Yorm? This coming from the exact same dude who then, on the same day, responded to an email we were all on. Can you resend the link when the link was literally in the email you were responding to, you absolute moron? I don't feel bad, you guys. And guess what? I'm unavailable all next week, so you're going to have to rip on me for an entire other episode. I didn't sign up for this. This was your dream. I am a casualty. I may have gone too far. But I hate you guys. Anyways, love you guys.
And also, he didn't do it on time, but here's my brother doing Michael Jackson.
All right, well then give me a hold on. We got Michael, give us an energetic intro.
Oh, wow. Wait. You guys, he just sent one. Michael Jackson. Here's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson sent a voice note?
Yeah, Michael Jackson sent a voice note. Here it is. Something like that?
Yeah, play it for us.
No, he didn't send it. I'm saying he's going to.
Oh, I thought you were saying he had sent it, Yorm. That's why I was like, so we'll set it up.
That's why I was like, what? You want me to do?
No, I thought you were saying, wait, he sent one. I was like, oh, well, then we'll get our reactions.
I was saying, literally what I said was the better cue up because it was just like, and he didn't do it in time.
I am going to argue this all stays in.
Great.
No way. I get fucked
and
on
then
this
if he does
time.
send it, just play it now.
Hi, guys. Okay. Well, hello, Seth. Hello, Jorma and Andy and Akiva. Okay, well, you know who it is. Tickle me Elmo, it's Michael. So, wow, what's happening in the world? Well, the World Cup. And you know that I love the World Cup because it's about coming together. One thing I don't think many people know is why I wear the Band-Aids on my fingers. And that's because of all the pain that the children of the world suffer. And that's true. You can look that up. Google that, okay? And I think the World Cup is about coming together. Okay, I would have loved to play this World Cup. Anyways, I'm sending the four of you my love. Keep it tasteful, no crude jokes on this podcast. Podcasts are a little after my time, as you know, okay? Also, very happy birthday, okay, to Tyler. Okay, I can't wait for you to grow up, and however old you are, it's never too late, Tyler. Okay, whatever mistakes you've made, it's never too late. I love you.
Anyway, my brother didn't
Anyways, I
do
bet
it.
you that was pretty funny, but we didn't hear it now. So
Sometimes you guys are
damn
so in sync, and sometimes literally could not be more opposite.
I
In
know
what
it's
you're
because
trying to say.
Akiva doesn't get it.
That's the thing. Keeve doesn't get it. All right. Love you guys.
Love you too, Zeb.
love ya.
Later, Arnold.
Later, Quaids.
Ghostface, any message for Jack?
Jack, it's an honor be seeing you.
Later, Hamilton.
Later, Quaids.
Later, Hamilton.
Later, Quaids. I know this is not the time or place, but I'm dying. Guess we're all dying, but I am dying. I'll tell you more about it later. Good podcast today.